Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Uncleanables Podcast.
Mate, now we're sitting in front of these lights, I can see how dirty my glasses are. Me and Dan have just got back from probably the best roof scrape
It was very quick.
I've ever done.
Yeah, it was very quick.
It was very quick, but it just came up a dream.
Yeah, it did. It was a roof scrape and treatment. And it was only really three sides because a big dormer took up the back of it, wasn't it?
Two sides, yeah.
Two sides, so yeah.
But the front did have two small dormers with pitched roofs.
Which made it 10 times up.
Yeah, just fucking horrible.
So yeah, that's our day. So we've been scraping and...
Mate, with roof scraping, and anyone in the comments, let me know if you get the same thing. But I don't get pain after a certain amount of time. I'm in pain
instantly.
Immediately.
Yeah. My pain starts when I open my eyes in the morning.
That's just every day though. That's just nothing to do with roof cleaning.
What aches then? Your shoulders?
Yeah, it's my shoulders.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you reckon that is?
I don't know. It's not the joints. It's my actual shoulder muscles that
do you reckon
hurt.
you've done it? That injured him in the gym?
I don't think so. They don't hurt now. It's the movement of scraping.
What you find is it's weird you say that because I haven't had anything like that before, but you know these people that like live normal lives and then they go to the doctors because something hurts them in like when they're 35 or 40 and they go, oh yeah mate, yeah, one of your lungs is smaller than the other.
Yeah.
But they've gone through the whole life, they didn't know. Like they just thought something
didn't bother them enough.
Yeah, they just thought breathing was a bit hard or whatever. Yeah. It's very interesting. Like you might have something on your shoulders.
Yeah, potentially. Too fucking
just like
wham blood.
It's like your brain really, isn't it?
No, I hear what you're saying. I think it probably could be something like that.
Yeah, but you might have caned them in the gym, mightn't you? And I don't mean like just muscle fatigue. I mean proper.
But then, like, I train them twice a week in the gym.
Yeah, I don't mean that. I mean you've hurt them years ago. Yeah,
it could just be constant abuse because if I'm not roof scraping, I'm window cleaning, and it's all like similar movement, isn't it?
That's what I said. Yeah,
forwards, backwards.
Don't tennis people get a problem with their elbows?
Tennis elbow.
Is it carpal tunnel?
So when I first started window cleaning, I got tennis elbow.
Really?
They call it tennis elbow just because it's more
what do you have
common.
to do? Like play like badminton?
Nothing you can do.
Nothing you can do.
No, it just hurts. It's just joint pain, but they called it tennis elbow because
tennis players get it.
Yeah, it's common in tennis players. But I think that there's like one called golfer's wrist or something.
Mate, now you're just winding me up.
No, I'm pretty sure there's all sorts.
I've got angler's eyesight.
There's all sorts of. It's that movement. It could be like angler's shoulder, like where you're like throwing back and forwards, or like baseball players get a certain injury in their shoulders, didn't they?
Mate,
I don't know if that's
if we just hit a pucker joke,
yeah,
like you could just carry it on, couldn't you?
You could do, yeah.
I've got chess master's thumbs. Yeah. That's my problem. I can't come in today late.
Yeah, skipping work.
Yeah. I don't know who I'm ringing to.
Skipping work because you got bowler's finger.
Yeah, bowler's finger.
But yeah, other than roof scraping, what have you been up to?
Do you know what, mate? I'll be honest with you, not a lot.
Oh, you've been on your arse again.
With what?
Yeah, you've been ill.
Oh,
again?
Mate, I know, yeah. I had, so I packed up vaping. Mate, do you hear that?
It was a chair.
So yeah, I packed up vaping and then I got this cough and it was like, it wouldn't leave me. But like,
can we just hang on, take appreciation?
Yeah, well done. Thanks, mate. Yeah. No, I appreciate it.
It's fucking hard, mate.
No,
fucking. I think it's harder than like getting off drugs.
Nah. Like when I quit black tar heroin, that was no. But I was on holiday, right? I was on holiday. I've wanted to break the habit for a little bit, and I just thought, mate, I just look ridiculous doing it. Like, because when I look at other people vaping, I think, I hope I don't look like that.
Loser.
Yeah, you look like a loser, just sucking on this like red crayon, and I just think you just look like a bit of a weirdo. So anyway, I was on holiday and I bought 8 vapes for 7 days, obviously, and I managed to run out. I ran out 2 days to go.
Up.
Yeah, 8 Elf Bar things, but they go, didn't you? Mate, you're caning drinks all day, didn't you? And it's like, ooh. Anyway, so they went.
You're lucky you didn't die on that holiday, bro.
And I smoked
600 puffs each.
Yeah,
you know?
and I smoked a whole box of cigars as well.
Did you breathe on holiday? Or was it
I had an air diet. I didn't have any air. But anyway, so I ran out 2 days before I came back, and I thought to myself, well, now's the time.
Yeah.
I'm done now. Came back, and I didn't really want to do it. And I had a vape in my pocket. No, when I landed, I found some bits and pieces. Didn't want to do it, and then I got a cough, but then I haven't really looked back since. And I'll be honest, I don't miss it, and I don't want it.
Well, you're doing a lot better than the last time. So when I quit vaping, it was Christmas, not last year, year before.
I remember that because I tried doing it.
We done it at the same time.
We done it together.
You made it about 12 hours.
Yeah, I buckled up. No, for about half an hour I made it.
I'm sure I called you in the afternoon because I was feeling like I needed to like sell my children for an Elf bar, or I was just going to go suck a dick for a fucking Crystal Mary, whatever it's called. I would have done anything. And you were like talking to me on the phone.
Just
and
heard
I was
it.
like, yeah, I was like, why am I talking to Darth Vader? What's going on? Are you scuba diving, big man?
Yeah.
Just
No, yeah, taking it in. But yeah, no, so that was that done now. So anyway,
well,
yeah. And then
congratulations,
I
well
think
done.
where my lungs were repairing or getting back on their feet, I don't know. It was, I had a bit of a cough, but I'm back now. But yeah, the
it was
cough,
like withdrawal, wasn't it?
the cough ironed me out, mate. I was in bed, and then I weren't, and then I was trying to go to work, and then I took these 2 sheds down for a customer, and I couldn't stop coughing in his garden, and I felt so bad for him. I mean, he only made me 1 cup of tea, so honestly, I think he wanted me to die.
Do you reckon he thought that you was trying to prove a point? Like,
Mate, I was dying.
Where's my drink?
And he come out and he's
half
like,
dying
"Is
in his
everything
garden.
all right?" And I went, "Mate," I said, "I've given up vaping." I said, I feel like I need to get back on them. But no,
But that's what it does. That's what it does to you. I remember when I stopped, and it took me a good 6 months before I felt like I was breathing normally.
Really?
Yeah, it took me a long time. And then even after that, I was coughing up all sorts
Was ya?
for probably another 3 months after that.
Isn't it mental, isn't
Then it evened out a little bit.
But yeah, no, I feel much better for it. So, yeah, man. Here we go.
How long has it been now?
Start of this month, yeah.
2 weeks. Start of this month.
Yeah, October.
28 days.
Yes. I got back it was about the 7th I ran out of vape.
How was it?
Yeah, so what, 28
No,
days?
It feels like, well, I mean, I've got a newborn baby, so I
21
feel
days.
like my life's just, I'm blinking and it's like the next month.
It's insane, isn't it, how quick it goes?
Bro, honestly, I'm talking to people about stuff and they're like, yeah, we had that conversation 3 weeks ago. I'm like, no, we didn't.
Mate, I can't
we had
believe-
it last week. Like, you quit vaping last week.
Yeah, I know
You've been off
exactly
vape
what you
a
mean.
week.
I know exactly what you
I
mean.
would have argued with you until I was blue in the face
Yeah.
that it was last week.
And it's 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, and I haven't got a fucking clue.
So yeah, I've got the garages I've got to go up to. I'm going to do a video for them and whack it on social media. So there's 11 garages I've got to transform and get ready for rent effectively.
Yeah.
So all the roofs I'm going to
What needs doing?
So it's not standard roofs as you would imagine. It's sheet roofs. But
What's
it's
that, like metal?
like yeah, so you get corrugated sheets, and it's corrugated sheets, but it's not the concrete ones, it's the steel ones. But they sit lower than the walls, so the walls actually come up past the roof, which is quite
Oh,
strange.
it's
And
like
they sit-
coating stone sort of thing.
Ish,
The side, yeah.
ish, yeah. And they sit inside it, which is weird. So I'm just going to go up there. I'm not going to take my gutter vac. I'm just going to sweep it and scoop them all out. Trim some trees back, clean them all up. And then while I'm there, I mean, it's 11. It's a big old driveway.
Are they all empty?
Yeah. But I'm going to open them all up, pressure wash all of them with surface cleaner.
Yeah, yeah.
Get all of them out, hypo the lot, bang. And it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
going to be incredible. And then when they come...
Handy that they're all empty and you ain't got to deal with all that.
And then once they're all there, then I'm going to paint them all as well and get them up brand new, get them all nice and...
All the doors all right?
Yeah. I looked, there's 2 that need adjusting, need work doing to it, but I don't know if that just needs a little bit of a WD-40 and a use, or actually get someone in down there.
Is there electric down there, or is it just...
No.
So they're 11 garages on their own,
That's it.
down a driveway. Do you guys own the driveway as well?
We just own the 11 garages,
Okay.
which is perfect.
You got to pay like a rent to the
Nothing.
ground then?
No, freehold, we own it.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah, it's good.
So you must own the driveway then, no?
No. So it'll be like a it'll just be like a residential street.
Right, oh, right.
And then as you come down there, the garages are on the right hand
Right,
side. That's
I
us.
see.
It's not me anyway, someone else owns it and I'm just knocking
okay.
them out. But yeah, so it's all good. So that'll be good to get the video up and running.
Yeah, that'll be handy, and I think that'll be quite interesting to look at.
Yeah, it's different. Not a lot of people know about it.
You've been smashing the videos recently, though. It's been very, very good.
The only thing I haven't had is any good jobs. Yeah, I know, it has been decent and I really enjoy doing it, but the only thing I haven't had is anything long format.
Mate, this is the curse of any, not necessarily YouTube, just content making in general, right? You need the content, right? And some people get very lucky, and the work that they attract is, like Jake Smout, for example, the work that he does is very filmable.
Yeah.
A lot of it, because he's doing a lot of like tarmac sealing, so it goes from like naff to brand new.
Yeah, it looks
or
really
you know,
good.
repointing and stuff like that. So you know, it's all good transformations. But your general day-to-day stuff that we sort of get, it's not filmable.
Yeah, I know
it's
exactly
like,
what you mean.
You could film it, but it's just not going to get views, and then people are going to look at your channel and think,
What's the
I
point?
don't want to look at these like half-assed shitty.
I watched a couple
videos.
of that Sid Partridge exterior cleaning. I think I've only seen like 3 videos of his, but they was all brilliant in what they were. So one of them was a huge car park covered in moss.
Interesting
and
stuff.
then he used this like big swirly machine, right? And then another one was a really long driveway. Do you know what I mean? And then another one was like a school playground, something similar to your one.
Yeah.
I think he probably copied you. But no, each one was like top of his class in its class, if that makes sense. But I don't know.
But it's just that interesting, and finding new content is difficult, man.
Yeah, it is when
the
you're
majority of the content I've filmed this year has been free work, because the stuff that people want to see is not looked after, so people don't care about maintaining it. They're not going to pay to have it cleaned.
Yeah, I know.
So unless you get lucky and there's a new owner at a property, and instead of replacing it, they just want it cleaned, it's very difficult to get that job without offering it out for free. Like that driveway we saw earlier, the crazy paving that was black.
Yeah.
I'll probably go knock on that door tomorrow and just see if they want it done. But I've done that 3 or 4 times and they've said no. Not that particular house, but other houses.
What, for free?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, just because they're not interested in having it maintained. I've got one window cleaning customer. He's a really, really nice guy, but his garden is, for want of a better word, fucked.
Yeah.
Like it's I can't even think of another word to describe it.
Yeah. Is it front or back garden?
Back garden. The front driveway's been replaced. It's newer. It's still dirty, but it's newer. But the back garden is like the old slabs, like old horrible slabs. But it's just it's like that like 4-leaf clover weedy stuff. It's not that, but it's like that. Yeah. Just every crack is got weeds growing out of it. Everything's covered in moss.
Yeah,
like
horrible.
Weeds growing out from every crack, every orifice, everywhere. And I said to him, because he asked me the price to clean his driveway. So originally I hadn't seen the back, because it was when I first started cleaning his windows. I spoke to him at the front door. I said, oh, 200 quid. It's not massive, it's like a 2-car driveway. And he's grey, so it's like a surface cleaner jobby, nice and quick. Then I saw the back and I said to him, tell you what, if you have the front done, I'll do the back for free.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, Dale, I quite like the back.
What?
Yeah.
Mate.
But I think some people think it's not a genuine offer.
Yeah, they think it's a scam
It's
somewhere.
almost too good to be true, yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
So every time I see him now, I'm like, offer's still open? And he's like, yeah. But last time I was there, someone had pulled some of the weeds. He's got this little checkerboard, like a hallway, but outside. So he's got like a conservatory door and a kitchen door that meet, and there's like a little 2x2, this red and cream checkerboard bit of patio. It's not connected to the rest of it, but that was quite weedy, and someone's pulled all the weeds out of that.
Weird.
So he's like maintaining it from getting completely overgrown. Yeah. But doesn't want me to come
Some
in and
people
make
have got
it
a
look
funny
perfect.
Have you ever had someone say to you, why would I clean it? It's only going to get dirty again.
I don't think I've ever been hit with that.
Because a few people have said that to me.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, well, why would you clean it? It's only going to get dirty again. You think, but that's like your teeth.
You can't argue with stupid, mate.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean?
The people that are like that probably don't own their property.
Yeah. Don't even make their bed in the morning.
Yeah, just don't care. Like, why? Like, if you've spent a lot of time saving up to buy some, or they've just been given it, you know, you'd want to look after it and make sure it looks nice.
Yeah, totally. So what about you? What have you been doing this week?
So this week's been a little bit like, today's Monday. Last week been a little bit boring. Just a lot of windows. I had a really good week last week closing new work. Yeah. So we're going to implement.
Because you've got the Facebook ads going, haven't you?
Yes. So Facebook ads are just under 2 weeks in to the full what we're doing now. I found I'm getting a much lower response from Rayleigh than I did from Hockley when I'd done sort of the test a few weeks ago. which is quite surprising because I thought Rayleigh would be. It's a slightly more populated area, and I thought people would be more willing to spend money.
There's
it's a little bit more
rhyme or reason to it, though.
No, and it like majority of the inquiries come through one-offs. I had 4 or 5 responses saying it's too expensive, but with Hockley, I didn't get that at all. They were all regulars. I either didn't get a reply or I got a yes. I didn't get any no's. So weird. So yeah, we're doing another area starting next week. And then that's running for 2 weeks, and then we're back to Hockley for 2 weeks. So it'll be interesting to see
how we
get a better response.
What are you up to now? What's the figure now?
How many closed?
Yeah.
I think 12 new customers.
That's incredible.
Off of probably 400 quid.
Yeah, I think that's incredible. I think that's really good.
Yeah, I think it's good. A lot of people will say, well, 40 quid a customer, 38 quid a customer, whatever it is. Not, why would you pay that? Lots of people would say that, but
you would pay that, no?
If I could guarantee, so if I said to you, I can guarantee you someone will be a customer for 12 months.
Yeah, for 38 quid, yeah.
Yeah, you would, but obviously there's no guarantee.
Yeah, but I know
you've got to spend the money.
Yeah, of course you have.
Like, I'd say 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10 maybe might cancel on you after the first clean, maybe. But the majority of people are quite honest, like.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
For you to tell someone you want a regular clean, have them cleaned once, and they're proper rough, and you've put in that little extra effort because they're bad, it's first clean, and then cancel on you, bit of a dicky thing to do.
That's an awful thing to do. But then, but there's no. I don't see. They haven't exactly gained anything out of that, have they? Realistically.
Well, lots of people charge more for a first clean.
So I was going to say to you, do you charge more for a first clean?
But I've decided against it because I'm going for a faster growth.
Yeah, I cancelled that after doing it twice. I think that's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's not stupid if you want good quality customers, because someone who understands that they've got dirty windows and they're happy to pay a premium will probably be a good customer.
But realistically, in the grand scheme of things, unless they haven't been cleaned in 20 years, I can't see them being that bad. And also as well, mate, have you ever gone to a regular gaff after a storm, and there is leaves and moss all over the windowsills and all everywhere, and you're looking at it thinking, how on earth has that got that bad? Even that's not as bad as others.
But the grime isn't as caked.
But I don't think it matters that much.
I don't think you've cleaned enough windows.
But I've cleaned enough. I think I have, and also look at your soffits and fascias. A bit of TFR and boom, they're brand new again.
Yeah, but it's still more effort.
Yeah, but of course. But does it work?
But you're spending more time there, more water, and more effort.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't you charge a premium?
Yeah, but I don't think it's worth double.
No, that's just what I was charging. Some people charge 1.5.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Some people charge 4 times the 4 weekly for first clean.
I get it. Yeah, there is a little bit more effort, but is it really worth double? If it would take me 15 minutes to do a normal house, it might take me another 10.
Yeah,
it would take me 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's not 2 times as much, but like you say, for a first clean, I always use TFR up all the windows, regardless how dirty they are.
Yeah.
Give them a really good scrub, get them right up to scratch, rinse them extra. So I am, although maybe not twice as much time, you've then got to factor in the cost of the chemical, the extra water,
Mr. Chair.
But that was where I was getting work charging double. No one ever said to me, I don't want to pay for the double. That was never an issue.
Good then, yeah.
It was the regular clean was too expensive. But I've got to charge the VAT as well, so I am going to be a little bit more expensive than other people. But with Rayleigh particularly, I've had a lot of people come back and say, I'm only paying X amount at the moment, so it's a bit too expensive. And it's almost even if they'd come back and said, yeah, I'll cancel my other guy, I'd sort of want to say, no, you're all right. I don't want you as a customer.
Why? Because they bought our price.
Well, why would it's if I was cheaper than what she was paying now, would she have switched?
Probably.
So why would you want that sort of customer? That's a horrible thing to do.
Why?
Save £2 a month.
Yeah, but some people do it. Some people, I know what you're saying.
I know some people do it.
Just because you don't do it doesn't mean
no, but that's not the sort
right.
of customers I want. I want loyal customers. You know, I want customers that are going to stick with me, even if I do something wrong or I have a bad day.
Yeah.
They're going to call me up and say, Ryan, windows aren't great. And I'll go, yeah, no worries, I'll come back and redo it. I'm really sorry, it's having an off day. I don't want customers that are just going to bin me because I've had a bad day. Or,
I know
or
what
someone knocks on their door and goes, what's your guy charging at the moment? Oh, I'll beat it by £2.
That's what I feel like.
I want them to say, no, I'm happy with him, he does a good job.
Yeah, I mean, that's in an ideal scenario, but I feel like that happens every day. Like someone who's undercutting everyone, and you will lose business for it.
Yeah, but I don't want those customers. That's what I'm saying, I don't want those customers.
No, I get that entirely, but I mean, I know what you're saying. I feel like it's a bit of a big ask.
On the other hand, if I'd given them my price, and then they'd gone, oh, brilliant, my current guy's charging me £40 and I'd gone in at 35,
yeah,
I would still probably want to say, hold on a second,
I don't want to take it off him.
I don't want the work if you're looking to save £5.
I would be more inclined to say I don't want the work if it's going to I'm taking it off for someone else.
Well, that's life. That's business. Like if you'd done if you're charging the same money but you had a better service,
yeah,
why wouldn't you want that customer to get the better service? It's not about taking the work. If he's not working up to scratch for the same money.
Yeah, there is that argument.
That's business.
No, I get that entirely.
Like people do that. Like people switch from Sky to Virgin to whatever other TV platforms there are because they get slightly better service or mobile phone contracts. You get a better deal. Yeah,
I feel like it's a bit different when it's just a one-man band though. Like, and you're going after like he's actually going to feel that on it in his pocket. Yeah, he might not, but that's generally how I look at it.
Yeah, that's not how.
It's not how business works.
I operate.
No, I understand entirely. But yeah, no, it is interesting to hear about people, and also you build up like an idea of what your perfect customer looks like. And also,
I think it's very important to know what your perfect customer looks like in any business. And
also, I think it's just following on from the back of that. It's important to look out for the red flags and know what they look like before they kind of develop.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So, like, if someone, like, for me, a massive one for me is if someone knows I'm coming and they haven't moved their car off the drive, it's like, so now what, do I ring you now? And say,
how often does that happen to me? All the time?
It happens, but not as often as I'd like it, because I make a habit of being like, you're in the red book now. Because I think to myself, it's either one or two things in my head, yeah? Either you've forgotten and you're stupid, because how can you forget? Yeah, you've made an appointment and you haven't stuck to it, which I don't really want you as a customer, or you think you're, like, effectively, you parking your car there is more important than me parking my van there, and you're making me walk with all my stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't really want you treating me like that. Do you see what I'm saying? But like, these are little red flags that don't normally look like red flags, but you have to kind of start, after day in, day out, they start developing.
Well, I think when you first start your business, you need money, and you put up with a lot of stuff because you're excited about getting new customers and more work.
Yeah.
Like, I had that customer that left their dog shit on the grass for, like, they were one of my first customers.
I hate this story that you're going to say, because I think these people are horrible.
Well, yeah, so I had this customer from when I very first started.
It's not, but you have to paint the picture. Like, it's not window cleaning you're doing.
No, so I clean, so it's two purpose-built houses on one plot of land, so they sort of share a driveway, and they're mirror images. So I cleaned both driveways and both artificial grasses, right? The house on the left, always super accommodating, moves the cars when I turn up, always picks up the dog. They've both got dogs, but always picks up the dog poos. When I turn up, I don't have to do anything. I go in, do the job. They get a really good rate because they've been with me since the early days. And before I even really knew how to price jobs, so like super cheap. Sorry. The house on the right, there was always a car in the driveway. They've got bigger cars and heavier cars, so the driveway's all wibbly wobbly. Not that that's a massive issue, but just makes cleaning it a little bit more difficult. You always get puddles of water. Multiple times I've turned up to clean the driveway, there's been a skip on the driveway. Which, if they'd said to me, there's a skip, I'd have rearranged the job. And I've brought rust remover.
This is what I don't understand. This is what I don't understand. Surely they want a perfect job.
Yeah.
How can you have a perfect job with a skip there?
No, exactly, right? Always dog poo on the grass. Every time I went, I had to knock on the door. So I'd gone there to do both grasses, and I was due to do both driveways a couple of weeks after. Went to go do both grasses, done one, couldn't do the other one. She wasn't in, so I couldn't do. I'm not going in there. There was like dog poo everywhere. They breed dogs as well, so there was like 9 puppies there, and 3 adult dogs.
I bet
crazy.
Like a bomb site.
All right, so I texted her. I said couldn't do the grass. Too much dog poo. We'll come back and do it when I'm due to do your driveway. Anyway, the day to do the driveway turned round, and so a couple of days before I spoke to the neighbour, and she said, the acorns are still falling off the tree that's in the front garden, so can we push it back? So I said, makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I do it every 6 months anyway, so it's fine. Pushed it back a couple of weeks. Anyway, she said to me, can you still come do the grass, even though you're not doing the driveway? I had no other work on that day, so I literally went out in that morning to do the grass. Mm-hmm. Got there, I texted her in the morning, can you make sure the dog poo's gone? Cool. They've got one of those little hanging chair things. So she cleaned all the dog poo off, but there was 4 or 5 dog poos under this hanging chair thing.
In a bag or just...
No, on the grass that she hadn't picked up. So obviously the puppies has got under there and shit. So
Mate,
I was
everything about this is just
it's about a 25-minute drive away as well. So I've driven there to do this job. I only charged her £40, right? But obviously normally I do both.
Yeah, cool.
So it's not a problem. That's £40 including VAT as well, which is actually more like 35 quid or whatever. So I thought, oh, you know what? I'll just hoover them up. Right? I'm not one to kick off. Really, I am quite laid back, and like I said, they've been good customers to me for a long time. So I've done that, cleaned the grass. And there was a lot of debris, and there'd been the storm the night before, so there was already some shit on her patio. Anyway, hoovered up all the grass, all the bits, hoovered the patio about 1.5 meters into it, like I normally do. Anyway, she texted me later. She was like, there was quite a lot of debris on the patio. I've had to sweep it. I said, I'm really sorry. I thought I'd hoovered it all up. Like, my bad. You had to hoover up. Like, there was a storm last night. You would have to do something. Like, that's not what I'm there to do. Anyway, nothing said. Then at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so that was about 11. So I'd done the job at like 9. About 11, she texted me about the sweeping. And at 4 o'clock, she sent me a video. I was like, hold on a second.
Oh, she's like gunning for
yeah,
it.
what are you trying? I said to her, I'm not really sure what I'm looking at because the video didn't show like any dirt. I showed you the video, didn't I?
Yeah.
The video didn't show any dirt. It was just a video of a patio, which is fucked. No point in weeds everywhere. Like, I was like, I don't really know what I'm looking at, but obviously you're trying to tell me something. I said, I'll be honest with you. There was 4 poos on the grass when I came to clean it, despite me telling you to pick them up before I turned up. I've now got to sanitise all my equipment, and you're complaining about a small little dustpans, half a dustpan's worth of
debris,
dust and twigs after we had a storm last night. I said for 40 quid it's just not really worth it for me, so I'm going to call it a day with the grass cleaning because we're not gelling here. It's not working for me. Which I very rarely do that. And then I said to her, I appreciate you might not want me to do the other work, which is completely fine, but I'm still happy to do the driveway if you want that done. Anyway, she sent me back a really shitty voice note. She played it here. Really shitty voice note about how I'm really rude, despite her leaving her dog shit in my work area.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I find
like I'm the rude one. Yeah, okay, brilliant.
How can you not pick up half the dog?
It's not even that. I appreciate if you've got a lot of dogs and you like pick up once a day. But if you know I'm coming round to work in your garden, as a self-respecting human being, would you allow, like, imagine some plumber coming round to work in your bathroom, you've left this shit in your toilet.
Mate, exactly.
Would you do it?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not there to clean up dog shit. I'm there to remove the debris and sanitise and deodorise your grass. I'm not there to pick up after your dog.
It just makes my blood boil. I just think, like, would you want that?
So she and I've got another customer who had a similar situation with, but I spoke to them and they've been good as gold since, have made me want to not clean artificial grass.
Really?
Yeah, because like, I don't want to be dealing with dog shit. Like,
mate, you only deal with dog shit when you clean artificial grass.
Well, a lot of them, yeah.
I can't believe how much shit they leave.
But I think maybe I'm not charging enough.
Unless you just start offering a poo service, be like, mate, it's the score. It's a score. If I get there and there's a turnout on there, it's 20 quid extra.
Per fucking shit, maybe.
That's what I mean.
But like, it's not even worth 20 quid to hoover it up, because there's never any bags left outside, so you can't pick it up.
No, you just start carrying your own bags, don't you?
So, yeah, I don't. What am I going to do with it?
Just launch over the fence.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't like it. I don't like it when the hose goes in shit. It goes on my hands. That's happened 3 times recently.
Oh, what did I do the other day? And it went in shit. Oh, it was a window clean. It was, oh my God, it was a window clean. And this is another thing that blows my mind, right? Pick up dog shit, yeah? Pick it up and put it in the bin, yeah? Logically, no. People leave them in bags until the bags
deteriorate.
Well, can't fill up anymore. And I mean, like, oh mate, it makes me heave. So anyway, I've had to. It's a big old house. So anyway, I've come in with down the side access for my water-fed pole on the hose, yeah? Anyway, I've had to go all the way around the other side. And as I've set up she's got like on this, like a tool boy full of tools, or chest or whatever you call it, is these 2 bags of turnout. Well, obviously I'm around the corner and I pull in my hose. It's pulling everything round it, through it, in it, everything. Like, and I mean, it's like you've just emptied a radiator all over this tall boy full of stuff. And I've turned the corner and looked, and it was just everywhere. The hose was just wiping it in everything. And I just thought,
I'm going home.
Mate,
I'll leave my hose here.
Mate, it's 45 quid window clean. I thought, mate, for a window clean. So I just went and turned the hose on and just jetted everything I could see. And then the smells in your nose, you just think, I'm just now got the ump, mate. It's 8:30 in the morning, and now my day's ruined.
It always happens in the morning as well.
It's always the first one of the day, isn't it?
And like this time of year, I think for some reason the foxes start shitting.
So do you know what I've done?
On the pavements.
Picked it all up in my hand, knocked on the door. When she opened it, I nearly trod in that. Look at that. No, it's the worst case. Fox turnout is the worst thing to step in.
I've got another customer, window cleaning customer, that they don't clean up after. The dog uses the concrete walkway around the side of the house rather than the grass that they've got in the back garden. And I don't know why, but they just never clean it up.
Probably because the grass is full.
When I park the van, I can see directly into that alleyway. So if I turn up and it's full of shit, I'll just drive off now.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, I'll just text him and say, too much dog shit. Try again next time.
Are these people not embarrassed?
Not embarrassed enough to fucking sort it out the next time I come.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, but fortunately I don't have to deal with that customer anymore because she cancelled everything on me.
I just find it mental.
Fucking over the moon about. And it'll be extra funny when I turn back up, I think next week, to clean the neighbour's driveway and patio. Yeah.
Unbelievable, mate.
Yeah, hilarious. But yeah, that was my little bugbear of the month.
Yeah, it's not the best.
But where there's what do they say? Out of the ashes rises the phoenix. Off the back of that, losing that customer, we've been hitting the marketing with the money we would have spent on the new unit. Like I said, 400 quid in to spend. Yeah, probably 12 new customers.
That's fantastic.
I showed you earlier. So that was what I was going to say. We're going to implement a new feature into the podcast. So it's going to be a new segment. And ideally, we're going to get a little jingle made, aren't we?
Yeah.
We want to get some jingles going because we feel like the podcast need levelling up. And I feel like a little jingle is going to do that for us.
Yeah, totally.
So we're going to have a little intro jingle. It's going to be like, we are the Uncleanables. It's Ryan and Dan.
Hopefully someone else. Hopefully someone else does it, and not you.
Yeah. So I'll probably get it done professionally. But options open. I'll keep my options open.
So what's it about?
So the new segment is going to be, how many customers have we added this week to our business? Now, it doesn't have to be regular window cleaning customers. It can be, one-off jobs as well. But using Squeegee particularly, there is a report for how many new customers you've added this month. I know, or this week. I know you don't use Squeegee at the moment, but you're less busy, so it's easier for you to track. And that's going to be the new segment, and we want you guys to join in with the new segment.
Yeah,
so
I think that'd be good for everyone.
As of hopefully next week, if I can get the jingle turned around in time, we'll have the new segment up and ready to go. It's going to be, how many new customers did you add? We want, try and tell the truth. Don't lie, because that's not fun for anyone.
Yeah, if someone says 44 million, then we know you're a sneaky liar.
Yeah.
Dude, just 10x it and start manipulating time.
Why don't you just a billion it? Yeah. Just times it by a billion. So we try and be as honest as possible, and then we might even get like a little leaderboard.
I think we should do.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that could. Yeah, we've got a whiteboard.
We've got a whiteboard there behind the camera. Yeah, so we can have a little leaderboard, and whoever wins at the end of each week will get like a shout out on Instagram or something.
Yes. And how's the competition going?
Competition has been going really well.
We've had some great feedback, haven't we?
There is, at the moment, I think, for me...
There's one winner.
A clear winner.
There's a clear winner so far. Well, obviously, we're not going to digress any...
No.
Divulge any
We still want
information.
you to enter. Because,
you have to enter still.
It's fucking...
He's won, but he ain't won by a lot. So, guys, there's still...
Yeah, absolutely. So, enter... It's the gut. If anyone who doesn't know, it's the gutter fish competition. So you've got to take a picture of whatever you've taken out the gutter, as if you're posing with a fish.
Yes, and then you have to take a photo of it and send it, or tag us, the Uncleanables, on Instagram
and Skyvac.
Yes.
So I think Spinner Clean have rebranded.
Why?
Because I don't think Spinner Clean exists anymore.
Oh really? It's just called Skyvac.
The new website is just skyvac.co.uk.
Yeah.
Their Instagram is Skyvac.
Yeah, I thought this was funny the other day because they shared us as well, and I added them, and it was Skyvac.
Yeah. So I don't think so. When we say Spinner Clean, we mean Skyvac, but they are one in the same.
Yeah. All right. Easy.
But there's £100 voucher of credit
to buy one Skyvac with. One Spinner Clean.
Someone said, what can you spend £100 on? Like, what can you get for £100 from Spinner Clean?
Oh, mate, did you see it?
I did see it. And it did wind me up a little bit because...
It's like, mate, it's £100.
It's like, it's free to enter and it's £100.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I thought to myself, mate, all right, whatever.
Right.
Good chat, mate. Great effort.
Even if he entered now, that's an
huge value, bro.
Automatic loss.
Huge value. Anyway,
you can tell Dan's not happy with it.
Mate, it just annoys me, bruv. It's just annoying. It's like, mate, we've gone through all this effort just for you to comment. What can we buy with £100? It's like, mate, what can you buy? A bolt? Can you buy a bolt?
So I can't remember if it was that guy or there was another guy. But so I think I might have had a similar comment on my one, and I went back to him and I just said,
"Shut up, mate."
I basically said, like, no one's forcing you to enter, mate. But if you enter, which is free, and you win, which is free, you get £100 voucher,
mate, totally.
Which is free,
totally,
and it gives you £100 off something that you want to buy,
which is free
down the line. Like, and if it's less than £100, I think that if you use their push fit carbon poles, I think they're less than 100. I think they're £89 each. So you can get a new carbon pole.
Mate,
if you use the clamped ones, they're a little bit more expensive, but
people, like you said, mate, people just want to be horrible.
Well, that leads me on to the next topic of today's conversation, and it's the negativity surrounding the Facebook groups. Yeah,
is this the topic? Is it okay to start hitting customers that are rude? This is what we was going to talk about, wasn't it? What are you going to say? Negativity in the Facebook?
I just see so many people shitting on other people on these Facebook groups.
They're so toxic, mate.
You know what? Like, batteries changed. So, I've actually had it with these fucking people on Facebook, right?
Go on, why? What's happened?
Like, they're charging, like, some people are charging money.
The negative? No. Are you going to mention the thingy?
What,
are you going to mention the pressure washing guide?
Yes, I am, bruv. They're charging money for information that should be free.
I see that.
It fucks me off.
It's wild as well.
I know we're trying to reduce swearing in this podcast to make it more family friendly for all like the children that are starting exterior cleaning.
Yeah, like there's 8-year-olds out there.
Fucks me off, brother. Right. So what I'm gonna do, I don't know when.
We have to say, if the geezer who wrote it is watching this, mate, we love the hustle. Fair enough. But I just find it.
No, I
exactly
don't love the hustle. I think it's a scumbag hustle.
Why?
And if you don't want to watch our podcast anymore, I don't give a fuck. Because why can you exploit people? I know it's only £25, but it's information that should be free.
Why should it be free, bro?
Because that's the world we live in, man. Like, we're meant to be bringing each other up, not charging for fucking... You're putting a payment gate on information that's free.
Yeah.
And it's free, like, it's not like the information's not out there.
See, I'm going to take a hot take on this and disagree with you, right? Because the guy hasn't just taken something that's free and sold it for money, right? He's put it all together. He's put it all together.
Into a nice document. I appreciate that.
It's his research and his take on everything, and he's got it all together, compounded it, and then be like, well, big man, do you want it? It's whatever it is, 25 quid.
Well, I'm going to make one and put it out for free.
Or just buy his.
No, that's proper illegal.
But put it through the AI.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do
and then
that.
like.
I'm not going to do that. But I just think, man, if you're doing something specialist,
Yeah.
then charge. Absolutely.
What would you charge then? Well, like what would you charge?
I wouldn't charge for what he's doing.
Right,
I think he should create a more in-depth, in-person training.
Okay.
And then give out the free guide.
Yeah.
And say, I know what I'm talking about. Here's my free guide.
If you want to pay for one.
And if you want to pay for training, come to me. It's £1,000.
So in your head,
I guarantee he will make more money.
Doing in your head, way. What's specific that you could charge for? You as Mr. Kirby.
What, me?
Yeah. Mr. Kirby, mate.
I don't feel comfortable charging for anything.
But surely you know a little bit about a little bit, no?
Well, yeah, but I don't feel like I'm qualified to train anyone for money. Yeah. Like I've had people come work for, like not work for me, come to work with me.
Yeah.
To shadow me.
Yeah. To learn how not to do it.
Well, if that's what they take away from the day, then yeah, brilliant. But I've had three different people. I was meant to have 2 more, but they never showed up. That says everything you need to know about your career's not going to go very far if you can't even turn up for your, Mate,
shots fired, big man.
Yeah, but I'm a busy guy, bro. And I'm taking time out my day to arrange someone to come with me.
Big man, you're landing.
And no, by the way, I don't want Keith to think that's about him, because that wasn't.
It was. It was. No,
Keith was genuinely ill.
Yeah, no.
And
but Keith's helped you before.
Yeah,
you know
he's a good dude. So that's not about him. I don't want him to think that was about him. It's not.
But going back to it.
But I've had people come with me to shadow me for the day and call me up. If I've got a job that you want to come with me on, I'm not going to rearrange my life.
Yeah, of course.
To bring you around.
You've got to fit in with me.
But if you go, next time you're on a roof, can you let me know and I'll come with you for the day, give you a hand so I can see how it works. Yeah, no problems. I've got one booked in on this day. If you can make it, come along.
Mate, totally.
Right, which has happened a few times. Stillard's come with me, I think, twice. And look at him now, mate. He's flying.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
He's doing really well. But it's an attitude thing. Right? But that information's free. Right? If you create a guide and give it out for free, someone might download it but never read it. Why should... I just don't agree with charging people for information, like basic information. And you can, when he puts these posts up, you can see the contents page, and it's like charging, different ground types, chemical use. But it's like super basic stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I reckon I could, mate. I'm going to say it. I reckon I could probably write exactly the same as what he's wrote.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But do you feel qualified enough to charge for that information?
No, I would probably let it go away for free. To be honest with you, I'd probably say give me a £5 for just my time. But other than that, I'd be like, do you know what? I wouldn't even.
Do you know how much effort it is to arrange
charge
a payment
for a
method?
Yeah, for a £5
before sending it to someone. And then putting that gate in front of. If I buy that information from him, what's stopping me sending it to you?
Yeah, exactly that.
So don't you buy it? I'll send it to you. Don't worry. It's digital. Yeah. There you go. I might start the link.
I might knock it out for 24 quid.
Yeah.
And it'll only cost me 25 to get all the information. No, I know what you mean. I think that all of this is toxic. It's
just bad business. It's not like.
But go on any group.
It sounds like I've shitted on him. Like I said, I appreciate the hustle.
Yeah.
But I think it's a scumbag hustle. You're doing it wrong in this shitty business. Create a training, even it can be beginner's training, but give that digital 25 quid for a bit of digital paper. Bro, come on. All that, I guarantee all that information can be found via mine, Jake Smout's, Sid's, and probably a handful of other people's YouTube channels. And you'd have a lot more fun watching YouTube videos than you would going through a PDF document.
Yeah, it's interesting because your take on it is different, and also you're of the YouTube generation, shall we say? Some old guys, or even someone like me, I'd quite like to have a book in the van where I can flick through and go, discolouring. What's that mean? As opposed to sitting there and watching
it's not that. I
don't think it's that sort of. Yeah, in depth. No, I know what you mean.
I think it's like block paving, use a turbo nozzle and hypo. Take some bags and put in muck.
Brilliant.
Don't forget to tidy up the road.
Should we ask him?
Right, I'm not paying for it.
Pod?
I'm not paying for it, but if he wants to send it to us and change our minds, I will sit there and I think it's 109 pages. Not that I've looked into it.
It's 180, mate.
Is it 180?
It's massive.
Yeah, so I will read every page of that document.
In an hour.
And if I think I was wrong, I will hold my hands up and admit to it.
All right.
But I'm not paying.
It's probably best he don't send it in, let's be honest. But anyway, listen. I know what you mean, though. Going back to it, I think everything's very toxic.
Help me write my free one as well, though. Give up for that thing.
just change the name on the bottom.
Yeah. If genuinely, if he's watching this and he wants to send it to us, and I think it's actually worth 25 quid, I won't write a free one and give it out for nothing.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see what he's written.
It would be. Or if anyone's bought it, whether they think it was worth 25 quid.
Yeah, that would be interesting as well.
Yeah.
That'd be very interesting. But I must admit, it's very toxic. There's an awful lot of toxicity. And it is... But however, I like it. I think it's great. No, I like it because... Have you ever heard the expression crabs in a bucket?
Yeah.
So...
There's a lot of retards out there that ask stupid questions.
No, I get that. But do they need shooting down? No. Should they do a little bit more research? Yes.
But I think the post shouldn't even be approved.
No, I don't think.
Like, what's the admins doing?
I've seen people say, I'm thinking of starting my own business. Like how do you go about it? Mate, how did that get approved?
Yeah.
There's like 8,000 geezers in the group. Like, I have to read that.
You've fallen before the fucking race has started. It's not even the first hurdle.
You haven't even bought it and made a mistake.
Yeah, you've not even made it to the fucking event, bro.
Mate, you don't even know what a pressure washer is, and you're asking about it, mate. It's unbelievable.
But and it's the same questions being asked over and over and over again. What would you charge for this? What would you charge for this? Like, brother, just charge what you want to charge, do the job, and if you feel like you're undercharged, next time you've learnt a lesson. But me telling you what I would charge, it's not you learning anything.
So I commented in one the other day, and I'll bring it up. There was a geezer, he took a photo of, imagine you had a brick building, like a warehouse, yeah? And on the side of it, you had a big lean-to, yeah? I mean, like a big lean-to that you could drive like a lorry under, yeah? And it's like, it's corrugated sheeting. That's all it is. Effectively, they just wanted the corrugated sheeting washed down with a chemical. It was all sooty and black and horrible. And he said, how would you price this? So everyone aired him. And I thought, well, I feel bad for the kid. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to help him. I said, can you measure it? And he said, no, I can't measure it. And I went, right, okay. I said, if you can't measure it, I said, you are just making up a figure.
That was in our group, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think
saw
so.
That conversation.
I said, you are just making up a figure. I said, what about how many sides there are? I said, you have to price something.
You've got to do something.
You have to price something.
Well, shall I do the job for you as well,
there must have been 40 comments and everyone just said, just charge a day rate, a healthy day rate. And I'm like, but what's a healthy day rate? Because he might be happy with 180.
But then, this is the problem. Like, my day rate is different to your day rate, which is different to his day rate. Like, if he's happy with 180 quid a day, he's walking away from that day thinking, fucking quid's in, mate.
Yeah.
I'm the man. Then charge the 180, bro. Have a happy life. But if you're trying to grow your business, you need to learn how to price. But you cannot. Some lessons have to be learned. Some lessons can be taught. Pricing is not something that can be taught.
Big man, you're spitting facts now.
Pricing is not something that can be taught. You can be given guidance. Like, I took guidance from lots of different people with pricing, bits that I'd picked up on YouTube. Effectively, I've started my whole business from YouTube. I've never paid for information.
What, not even 25 quid?
No. God forbid. And I took some information there, and like, my pricing structure's changed a lot over the years. And I've done this, I've done that, I've tested it, I've trialled it, I've lost some money on jobs like, whilst I've testing stuff, and I've done jobs where I think, fuck, I've probably overpriced this big time. Like,
have you won it though?
Yeah. Like, and I'm doing the work. You can't learn anything without doing the job.
I agree.
Like, if you price, like, if I priced roofs the way I price roofs now, and I took that not
What?
winning. So the
If
way
I price roofs the way I price roofs now.
yeah, if you let me finish, you'd
No,
get it. Like,
big man, you was charging ahead.
If I price jobs the way I price jobs now, based on not winning them, right? Which I don't win a lot of roof jobs because I'm not doing them dirty.
What does that even mean?
Just
How can you price a job based on not winning it?
No. If I priced my pricing structure based on how I price at the moment and not winning the jobs, so if I mended my pricing structure because the way I'm pricing at the moment, I'm not winning jobs.
Oh, okay, amended it. Okay,
Yeah.
so effectively lower your prices.
But because I wasn't winning jobs,
Okay, yeah.
all I'm doing is I've not got any information I'm basing that on other than I'm not winning jobs. But that doesn't mean to say that I'm overquoting.
Or you're pricing it wrong.
Yeah, it
I
just
understand
means
what
that
you mean,
the people that I've spoke to aren't willing to spend the money.
I agree, yeah. I agree.
And like I'm pricing roof cleaning at £10 a square metre roughly. Yeah. You ask anyone on Facebook, they're like £10 a square metre, £12 a square metre, £13 a square metre, and apparently they're winning jobs all day long. Sid Partridge does minimum charge 900 quid plus VAT, I believe, and he's doing 5 to 6 roofs a week. But if I quote a job at 900 quid plus VAT, which is what, roughly £1,100, I'm not winning those jobs. So am I the wrong one for quoting incorrectly, or am I dealing with the wrong type of customer?
Oh, I see what you're getting at.
But if I based my pricing structure on the fact that I wasn't winning work,
yeah, you can't base it on that.
That's not information to
Yeah,
go on.
No,
You can only base it on right. If I dropped my price to 600 quid and then it took me 2 days, well, then I'm on 300 quid a day. That's not great money for a roof cleaner, I don't think. Particularly if you don't own your own scaffold tower and you've got to spend whatever they are, 80 quid a day to have that by side and all that. It doesn't work out very good.
That's actually a very, very, very good point. You can't reduce your price because of people just saying no.
No,
you do and you don't.
And like, if you price a job, say you did do a job at 1,100 quid, and like, say we'd price that job today at 1,100 quid, that roof, we're finished by 1. Then maybe probably I've quoted that a little bit high. You know, maybe I could have done that for 900 because it's not, it's not like a huge job.
Yeah, but don't think, right. So you say that, right? But then I think of this, right? Don't forget, we've both turned up, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying I'm incorrect.
I'm just saying
if I wanted more roof work, and I was trying to be more competitive.
Yeah.
You can't base it on the work you're not winning. You've got to base it on the work you are winning, and then work out how quickly you can work.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're really efficient and there's 2 of us, like me and you, we could probably do 2 of those roofs in a day.
Yeah.
If they were close enough together. That doesn't mean I should do it at half the price.
Yeah, I understand entirely what you mean.
It might mean that I can do each roof at 750.
Yeah.
And get
totally.
1,500 quid.
Yeah, totally.
So I win more work because I know my ability to get 2 roofs done in a day. But if I base that on the work I'm not winning, and then I drop it to 750, and then that takes us 2 days to do the job, well, that's not good pricing structure. I'd rather not have the work. That's just me personally.
No, mate, it makes sense what you're saying. It does, and it is interesting. It is very, very interesting. Because I get there, like I got one the other day. I was working for a lady. She just wanted a wardrobe taken out. It was like a built-in wardrobe. So I took it out anyway. She said, what'd you do? And I said, focus really on exterior cleaning. And she said, can you price my driveway? I looked at it and it was just concrete, with like a brick border. And I thought, surface cleaner, that's a beautiful job. It will come up incredible. And I thought to myself, I'm not buying sand. I thought it's pretty much just a clean hypo and go. I said, I'll do it for 130. She went, yeah, okay, brilliant. Like, just let me know when you're ready. And I thought, it's 5 minutes from my house. I thought to myself, it's going to take me like probably 45 minutes. And I thought to myself, beautiful. But obviously, I haven't sat there and worked it out. I've just literally off the cuff just looked at it and said, yeah, go on, I'll give you a price. Now, I've never really done that before, but I've started doing it now.
Yeah, but even though you're not you've got enough experience to know roughly what it should be at.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
So although you're not measuring it, you're not pulling a number out of thin air, even though it might feel like you are.
Yeah.
Your brain's basing that on previous experience, and you know
the going rate probably should be 170,
but
because
it's an easier job. You've worked for it before.
Yeah.
So
it's clever, isn't it?
Like, let's win that job. We'll do it at 130 for you.
I know what you mean. Yeah, there is. I suppose there is to it.
There is. Like, you've got to have some. You can't just pull a number out. Like, it's not possible to just pull a number out of thin air.
Totally.
Like a random number. You can't do it. You're always basing that on something. Whether it be a previous job of a similar size, or if you really got no experience, then you should be doing it by square meterage.
And also as well is like, this is another thing I thought of, right? So, you know them people that say, just charge a day rate, yeah? Just charge a good day rate, right? So I sit there and I think, okay, so what's a good day rate, yeah, for someone? 250?
Depending if you've got costs, I think 250 is a naff day.
Right. But this is what I was going to say, yeah? Even if you went in at £300 for a day, yeah? Even if you went in at £300 and you was the sole owner of the business, even if you worked every day for 300 quid, it's only 75 G's a year, mate.
Yeah, but then you've still got to pay.
Yeah, you've still got all your extras. Yeah. What I'm saying is even at 300 quid, it's only 75 grand a year. So when you if
that's assuming you can work every day.
Mate,
you're not ill.
Yeah, you ain't taking any days off.
You off.
Do you see what I mean?
They haven't been on holiday.
But what I'm getting at is like, it might sound like a lot of money when you space that out over the year. 75 grand is healthy money. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like. You're not running away with it, are you?
It's a really tough industry to talk about stuff like this on, because if your aspirations, and there's nothing wrong with this, if your aspirations are just to earn good money.
That's deodorant, isn't it?
Yeah, that's short. right move, right guard. If your aspirations are just to earn good money and you want an easy life, then 300 quid a day is brilliant.
Yeah, it's good. It is good.
And if I wanted that, I'd start work at 8, I'd probably finish at 12:1 every day, 300 quid, boom, 70 grand a year.
Yeah.
Say 20% costs, 50 G's. Lovely. And the majority of our industry, I think, is that person. But we're the type of people that want to push for that 2, 3, 4, 500 grand a year plus, with multiple staff members and bigger and better machines, and more efficiency, and it's hard to talk towards both those people on some of these subjects.
I think
so. Like when you say what's a good day rate for me would be 800 quid.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm taking into consideration what I've got to pay for to grow this business. What that job's can cost me to receive. You know, it might have cost me 100 quid to get the job in the first place. I don't work on day rates, so it doesn't make it. I can say whatever number I want.
Yeah. I'm not doing it anyway.
Yeah. But for someone who's just a window cleaner who just wants, a good income, then 300 quid's probably a really good day rate. I know people that go out and earn 220 quid a day and they're just happy as Larry.
No, it's interesting, and I get it, and entirely, and like I don't want anyone listening to this thinking I've got it twisted, and I'm saying like 300 quid's bad money. I'm not at all. I'm saying it's fantastic money. What I'm saying is
it doesn't fulfil our dreams.
No, it's not that. It's very easy to say, like, when you read these thingy and these people, this is what I'm trying to say to people, get away from looking at it and just charging a healthy day rate, right? Because if you look at it and go, oh yeah, what's a healthy day rate, right, 300 quid. Over the whole year, if you got that every single day, right, it's 75 grand a year. After all your exes and your taxes get taken off of that, you ain't really growing much of a business with that.
Can't even really get a mortgage.
Do you see what I mean? Yeah. It's like, it sounds good per day, but over the year, 75 is not really, you're not really swinging it, are you?
No.
You're not spanking the monkey on 75 grand a year. You're doing all right, but it's not business.
Yeah.
If you was, do you know what I mean? And now go a step further. Now 600 is 150 grand a year. Now it's starting to sound a bit tasty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like it blew my mind when I started talking to people about yearly salary as opposed to daily salary.
Well, I think in our industry, the best, if you want to sort of push the limits, look at your weekly income, because certain days you might earn 800 quid on a job, and then the next day you might earn 200 quid, but over the week you've earned 2 grand or whatever, 2.5 grand. So I aim for 2.5 grand a week at the moment. That's going to push to 300, probably from...
Push to 300?
3,000 a week, probably from January. I'm not going to try and do anything crazy over the winter, but as January hits, we'll push that higher. Then into the summer, probably 4 grand a week. And that's how I track growth, because looking at yearly is great, but you can't really, like, what you need to amend to get a better yearly salary is daily income.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
But working on daily income can be very demotivating. If you say, right, if you want to really grow this business, you need 600 quid a day, that seems crazy difficult. You know, it seems like a scary number. It's just quite large. It's a lot of work.
But if you broke it up over the month...
But if you went, well, I need, what's 600 times 5? 3 grand a week. But on Monday, you've got a £1,100 roof clean.
Yeah, it's
on
totally...
Tuesday, you've got
a £500 driveway
clears.
Yeah.
You know, and that's another 800 quid, and you've done 2 grand by Tuesday. Well, that makes it a lot easier to have a day where you've got 300 quid.
Totally.
And then you only need 700 quid for Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, totally,
Your 3 grand. Just makes life a little bit easier to deal with. But even if you jump to monthly, again, it's just slightly too big of a monster amount of time to equate to. And you could do, 400 quid a day's worth of window cleaning week 1, and then do 3 roofs in a week. So you could look at it monthly, but I think it's just a little bit harder to look at it like that. I find weekly's a really good amount of time to look towards.
Yeah, it is.
And if you know you've 300 quid short on week 1, you can sort of try and bring that up week 2 or week 3, and then have a look at that over the month. But yeah, and then yearly will just be whatever you manage to hit on your monthlies. I think
you're right. I think a weekly task is like a task management system. Weekly is pretty cool. I think that's very doable.
It's
just like you say, it's like I said, like when you're writing it down, like some days you go out and I might have a grass cut for 30 quid.
Yeah.
But then other days you go out and exactly that. You've got a roof scraping by side and it's like, it's £1,200.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, you got to count it at the end of the month or the end of the week.
But I think if you're trying to grow, look at your weekly.
I think you need to look at your weekly, and you need to seriously start pricing and not just go in a day rate.
Yeah,
you need to eliminate day rate out of your head.
Absolutely.
Should we leave these beautiful people to their day?
I think we should. Let's wrap it up.
Everyone, thanks for watching another episode of the Uncleanables Podcast. Do not forget, guys, in your diary, please, March next year, we will be at the Expo.
28th, 29th.
Yes, and we're also going to be on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. No, we won't, but we will be one day. So listen, everyone, remember, stay cleaning.
Bitch.